Hey folks, and welcome to another video blog for Don't Cry Wolf. As always, I would love to see your comments, so please do leave them in the section below. So this week I want to have a little chat with you about work-life balance. So first and foremost, I think work-life balance as a concept is total bollocks. There is work, and work for many of us is a part of life. Those that don't have work as a part of their life are usually found at the Cannes Lion Festival, swanning about in golden plated flip-flops and with very, very suspicious looking bags of flour. My life doesn't stop when I'm at work. I don't suddenly lose all of my emotions or my fabulous sense of humour. And equally, when I'm living my life, there are times when I'm thinking or doing work. Instead, what I look to achieve is a work-life blend. And what I thought I'd do is share the 4 things that I think are important in order to achieve that and to enjoy life with work being a part of it. Okay, so the first thing is I work around me. I get up between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. every morning. No, strangely enough, that's not because I go and run 10k and do 45 minutes of yoga. It's instead so that I can wipe poo off of my 1-year-old and feed my insane 3-year-old. The thing is, the feeding and the cleaning generally takes about 35-40 minutes. And then I have a good chunk of time where I can strap my children to the ceiling with duct tape and knock out a few hours worth of work. In fact, I think some of my best work is done during that time. Before most people have had their morning espresso, I've managed to knock out a messaging document. I feel quite smug about that. Then I might indulge in a bit of me time. Again, nothing to do with yoga, or I might decide just to have a little cry. The point is, I can get some good work done and I can get some good dadding done. Examine the cadence of your day and find those key areas where you are at maximum performance and set your core work to be done during those times. Okay, so the second tip is know your priorities. 10 years ago, my priorities were intensely focused on spending every single penny I had on living the London life. Now things have changed and I prioritise my family and middle class box sets. As my priorities change, so has my work life. Instead of prioritising happy hour, I'm prioritising bath time. Agencies and organisations that don't flex with their colleagues' life priorities are going to be cast onto the scrap heap. Work out what's important to you, have those adult conversations with those that you need to have those conversations with, and work out a structure and a time frame that fits around your priorities. Because then there's no excuse. If you're getting your life priorities right and your work priorities right, then you should be absolutely nailing it. And businesses should be looking for the opportunity to make those 2 things come together. Okay, so the third thing is stop bitching about other people's work methodology. There is an interesting theory, which I learned when I was at Hotwire, around this idea of ROWE, or results-orientated work environment. I urge you to go and read up on that. It's a very interesting look at how to kind of manage and work through life, work priorities, personal priorities, etc. But it also mentions a great bit on the negativity that surrounds other people judging each other for how they work. So what if I work on a Sunday? Screw you. If I'm at my best after 3 glasses of Malbec and half a kilo of roasted pork belly, so what? Let me work how I want and you work how you want. I know I perform very, very well first thing in the morning, and that by 3 p.m. I am a complete comatose git. You might be the opposite. Rather than bitch and moan about each other's work, practices and methodology, we could make a fab team. You work better in the afternoon? Fantastic. I work better in the morning. Let's get together and let's smash this out. Okay, so the 4th thing is kind of a be-all and end-all. It's stick or twist. Seth Godin wrote a great little book on the idea of quitting, or when to quit and how to quit properly. I urge you to go and read that. It's a great bit of information. But the idea here is that you are always faced with a choice. If you've tried your hardest to negotiate that perfect blend between work, life, priorities, etc., and it's failed, and you're having the Monday morning panic attacks, and you're crying yourself at sleep tonight, and you feel overworked and under pressure and not focusing on things that you feel are a genuine priority, leave. I know that sounds incredibly obnoxious and not cognizant of the various different trials and tribulations that we may all have going on in our lives. But if something is making you truly miserable and you're not enjoying work and you're not enjoying life and your priorities aren't set straight, then something has to give. On the flip side, if you're in a great place and you are working your ass off and you do feel as though that you're constantly at it, but you feel great about it and it's exactly what you need in this current state of your life, then that is absolutely fine. Don't let some 12-year-old HR executive shame you into feeling as though you should take 2 hours off to go and stare at a tree. So, what do you think? Is there such a thing as a work-life balance, or is there just life? I would love to hear your thoughts. Do leave some comments in the section below, and I will see you next time.